One of the joys of having a sibling with Down syndrome is a childlike spirit, no matter the age. Jordan is 37 years old, and yet Santa still comes on Christmas morning, and Disney World is still his favorite place to go on vacation. It hasn't always been this magical, though. You see, Jordan didn't understand it when my brother and I got to drive a car, and he didn't, or when we got to graduate high school and go to college, and he didn't. You see, his disability doesn't limit his desire to have the same opportunities as others. The disability community is one of the fastest growing populations in the world. In the US alone, last year, 7.2 million children received special education services. But statistics show us that 90% of this population is served from birth to age 22. But as these beautiful children turn into beautiful adults, the statistic takes a drastic turn. After age 22, only 10% of this population continues to receive services. Because of how this affected our family and many others in our community, we realized that we needed to address this problem. So we launched Unless You. At Unless You, we believe in serving the whole person. And what we've learned over the last couple years is that you cannot offer cookie cutter services to a population that is anything but cookie cutter. So we believe that these three programs together in unison create exceptional services for an exceptional population. At our main Unless You campus, we create a college-like atmosphere that is ability respectful with classes in math, science, reading, social studies, Bible study, and elective courses. And we have seen incredible growth in our students both academically and spiritually. But we also know that jobs provide purpose, and we want to create the opportunity for the students of Unless You to wake up every day feeling valued and purposeful, whether that be in the classroom, on the stage, on the basketball court, or at work. At Unless You Scoops, we sell ice cream to the public, and our students receive on-site job training. Here, our students are way more than just cashiers and greeters. They are ambassadors for the disability community. And at Post Place, we serve students with multiple abilities. So we do all the things we do at Unless You, but with smaller student-to-teacher ratios to ensure that we still provide high-quality care. So where do we go from here? This is Praxis. This is the question, right? What's next? So over the last year, as we've wrestled with what is the Lord calling us to, what does scale look like in our sphere, what I've realized is that I'm not really sure we're at this place as an organization where we want to see our brand scaled nationwide. But what I do want to see scaled is excellence and accountability. What I've realized is that our constituents often don't challenge our organizations for the services we provide because there's such limited resources that they fear losing those services altogether. So if we aren't being held accountable by the people that we serve, then we need to hold each other accountable. What people like me need more urgently than replication models is a community of practice. So we're going to address this problem with Hope Collective. In partnership with Hope Heals, we are launching a gospel-centered network of organizations that serve the disability community with a shared vision of creating exceptional, holistic services for the world's most under-resourced population. Hope Collective aims to spark new imagination, connections, and best practices. Because if we aren't serving the 10% exceptionally, then when we do scale and grow, we want to make sure that our redemptive impact and our creativity is also scaling and growing. So, how are we going to do this? This is quite a task. There are lots of different kinds of disability ministry. So we feel like if we can bring together all the spheres of disability ministry from special needs ministries in churches, advocacy groups, healthcare, curriculum developers, those like me, and day programs and residential programs and employment services, we can have a much broader impact. So what I need from you today, I need you to help me do it. I need help from prayer to connections to a place to host gatherings to funding. With your support, we can launch Hope Collective so that the fastest growing population in the world are loved and served by people that are being held accountable for their creativity, excellence, and redemptive impact. Because unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not.